All right, everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today, we are just burning money. We are working on a car that I've wanted to build for a very long time, but never had a reason to. This is a 1989 Mercedes 190E that we saved from the junkyard. This car has a salvage title. It's got near 1 million miles on it, with like 360. And it's pretty beat up. But the reason we're doing this is, one, I've always wanted to do a DTM style body kit on one of these. And once we're done with the body kit today, we're gonna let you guys pick the paint and the color scheme. We'll throw some ideas up on Instagram. You guys get to vote for it. Now, why would I put the money into this car? Well, let me tell you. The body kit for this car with the wing was only about $1,300 shipped to me, and the car was only $500. Our Bentley that we're working on, that body kit is $7,000 plus like $1,500 to ship it. So I don't want to mess it up. We've never done a wide body kit before, so we need to practice, and I figure why not practice on a $1,500, $2,000 car all in with the body kit and screw that up instead of screwing up the one for the Bentley. So we're gonna learn some things today. We're gonna try some things. Maybe we're doing it right, maybe we're not, but we'll figure it out. You know, if it wasn't for all the junk in here, you'd think I had a giant shop to work in. Perfect. Since this is a bolt-on kit, and obviously it's made for the car, but the car wasn't made to have a body kit on it, it just drills and attaches. Now, the kit does not come with any hardware, it does not come with any instructions. I have a general idea. The first thing I'm going to do is go around the car. I'm going to line up the panels on the car and use sheet metal screws, self-tapping sheet metal screws, where I will eventually, once it's fitted properly and I have everything lined up, I'll go back through and I will use these two different types of fasteners that I got. One basically is a riveted nut that you put in there after you drill your holes, and then you can use the bolts to take the kit on and off. The other is basically similar, except for it's a nut and bolt style. You have to get behind it. I don't know if I'll actually use this one or not. But now that Steve's here, late.
Sorry guys, I was asleep.
And now we can get going on it. You're still asleep.
No, the coffee's kicking in. It's kicking in.
Right on.
Okay.
Yeah. So, I'm gonna start with put this molding on first. I got the door with the clips behind you. I got the molding sitting on the counter. We'll put that one on, and then we can start with the body panels. Okay. I want this molding that came off of that door on that car.
Oh, you had to get the door just for the molding?
Yes. So this is just a trick to make life easier on us when we're installing the body kit. I drilled pilot holes to put the self-tapping screws through. That way, I'm not trying to hold the panel up to the car, keep it lined up, and run a screw through it and the body. I can pre-start the screws in this and then attach it to the body that way, so it'll just be easier. Taking my first steps at trying to, I figured this was a good place to start, just trying to fit the panels. I thought initially what I could do was just run start sheet metal screws in the fiberglass and then put them right into the metal. But this metal's so thick, they're not liking that, so I'm having to pre-drill starter holes. All right, my first panel's on, and I learned something on this. At first, I went with this screw and then started going this way. Well, what I didn't realize was I was pushing my body line down, so it wasn't lined up. So I took the screws back out, kept that one in, lined up down here, and started down here, so I didn't lose my line, and the panel laid flat up here. So that's one down, like 9 more to go. And then we got the wing. Can't wait for the wing. don't know, do we need to move it back? Boy, these are some terrible pictures. I just want to get it all fitted right now, and then after we get all our holes drilled, we'll go back through and put the rivet nuts on. Widebody, good catch. Yeah. I don't do body work, so I'm not gonna fix this dent. I'm gonna leave it for the body shop guys, but they'll fix that. Yeah, we need to lower it down a little bit in the front so we don't let the door get a nice gap all the way.
Like something like this?
Yeah, so it's lined up better. Because we gotta cut this anyways.
Yeah, okay.
Let's grab my Sharpie. Since we're mocked up, should we see if our wheels fit?
You're not ready for this. These are awesome. You're not ready for this. What size are these? These are 15s?
Yeah.
Ooh, we'll see.
We're cutting wheels, we're cutting anyways.
The cutting is gonna definitely be necessary. But okay.
I wanna see if they fit. I'll go grab them. These are the ugliest wheels I've ever seen. I can't use these. I can't do it, Steve. I mean, I know we're gonna have to have spacers regardless of what wheels we use, but I can't use these wheels. These are grotesque. These look like we bought them at Walmart from a crackhead out back that stole them off of an '89 Prelude.
I don't know. It's starting to grow on me. Stick out a little bit more.
No, we're gonna have to go with something more traditional. This isn't gonna work. What do you guys think? What do you think of the wheels, fellas? Honestly, they're great. They're horrible. But we are gonna need like 7-inch spacers in the back.
Lots of spacers. Tuner lugs that are about this long.
All right, so we got one side done, and I'm not gonna make everybody watch me put all the studs in the doors. Nobody wants to watch that. But we got one more thing that really needs to go on this car. This. I think this is what everybody's really waiting for.
I was gonna say, like, if we can get flashing lights as he pulls it out, kind of like, there's this scene in Indiana Jones and Raiders of the Lost Ark where he opens the ark and his face is like that.
Yeah.
I like it. I have the power of Grayskull.
So this is a 2-piece spoiler. It looks like we got to figure out where to drill holes.
Oh, you mean it's got different levels of awesomeness?
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, there it is.
There it is. So it looks like we got to lose the emblem. Well, let's put the stock wheels back on so we can put it on the ground safely. I know.
The studs are pretty strong. You'd probably still drive it. I mean, it wouldn't be very good, but I don't know.
I don't think we should try that. I'm afraid that it's going to fall off, so I think we should put the stock ones back on and lower it down. I know, Steve.
Until next time.
When I was a kid, I lived in this rich neighborhood called Manorwood in Puyallup, and I was a little hoodlum. We had a lot of Mercedes and Cadillacs in the neighborhood, and I had a backpack full of ornaments. Center.
Seems like it lines up with the third brake light.
Okay. What we'll do is we'll put paint on all 3 of these on both sides, and when I set it down, it'll leave the paint mark, and that's where I'll drill. Something I'm not real thrilled about, I just took the mounting bolts out, and they didn't put any sort of nutsert or anything in here. It's just hollow fiberglass that this is threaded into. I don't know how they expect this to stay on the car going down the road. That's kind of ridiculous. And I want to use double back tape like we did on the spoiler on the Audi, because where the bolts go in here, there's no sort of captured nut. They just threaded it right into the fiberglass. Yeah, I want to use the bolts and the double back tape.
Gotcha. It needs every bit of downforce to keep its downforce.
This is like Bugatti downforce.
Yes.
Maybe McLaren F1 downforce.
More than that.
Yeah, easily. I was gone, I had Steve drill the holes for the spoiler, and he did it backwards. He had the spoiler standing up like this, which won't work because it goes like this. But his measurements are all off, so it's okay. We'll make it work. All right, well, today was our first attempt at a body kit. I'm very pleased with it. Good job, Steve. Except for a few hole mishaps on the trunk. So we got a couple extra holes now. Lightweight for speed.
Exactly.
100 degrees out right now. It's about 120 in here. So I'm gonna come back Monday and finish this. All we've got left to do is put the rib nuts in the body kit, or on the body sides here, and then ship it off to paint. And when we get it back from paint, we'll let it cure, and we'll do the wrap, get some wheels on it, and we'll start on the interior. I've also got Euro headlights and markers coming from carsponsors.com and bodykits.com, so that's gonna be cool when we get those. We're gonna put on Instagram a survey for you guys we're gonna give you a couple of examples of paint schemes for you guys to choose from. So you guys get to vote, you guys get to decide. Good job, Steve.
All right.
Don't forget to smash that subscribe button and like button, we really need it. And where's Antonio?
And feel free to donate, please.
And donate.